My grandfather has land up there. See how far it is from where we are? It's pretty far, about 3 acres. But in terms of distance, that's maybe half a mile away. So still got still got some. It's maybe half a mile away. It's pretty far. But now we begin our ascent back up this.
Okay, so I made it up the hill, but this is actually this descent down. Welcome back to another vlog. We're actually in Kenya for this type of a vlog. It's gonna be a little bit different, and it's more so just because I didn't expect to have traveled, back to Kenya after this trip. And I didn't record any of that because I didn't bring the camera, and I still had a great time, I would say. Now, for the most part, this trip, we went out to rural Kenya, northern Kenya, near the equator, where we were really just able to understand what our grandfather was doing for our family as he raised so many different children. And he was buying land, and this was one of his land ownerships that he purchased in the early years of his working years. They didn't believe in going on vacations. They didn't believe in going to Mombasa. They thought that was for the Wazungus. Wazungus were not the only people that could do that at that time. Some Kenyans did it, the wealthy ones, but it was really for Wazungus. And there wasn't much in Mombasa anyways at that time. It was really just a small coastal city, a port. When we look at the early years of Mombasa, we typically imagine the British, which is 100% true. The British were so in Kenya that they would have kids, their soldiers would have kids with women and then go back to the UK and never come back. This was happening so often, and it didn't come out until I think a few weeks before I made this trip that we actually found out that somebody found their family. They ended up, meeting the father many years down the line, and they had to go through so many records. And this was all a part of Kenya gaining independence. And to this day, the new generation still fights for what they believe and they want. But as you can see, this whole area has electricity. There are poles that go from Nairobi all the way down there, and that's the land out there, where the trees are, right around that area where the other pole is, which is 1 to 3 acres. I'm gonna say it's a very big plot, very big land. And yeah, I was always told that there was land around this area, but really never understood why he never personally told me that, why my grandfather never told me that.
Is there a route that way?
No problem.
There's no route that way.
There is. There are those people, they stand like...
So we have to go around this way and go up. Yeah.
Because we don't want to fight.
Yeah, you have to go back this way.
But going back.
I had the same idea. I was thinking we would have to go this way.
We have to go back.
Yeah. But you see, they're just talking.
They're talking, they're turn back.
Yeah.
Turn back.
I mean, guys, look, when we really think about Kenya is one of the most geographically wild countries. I mean, we go from desert areas to coastlines to rainy tropical grasslands to areas with mountainous terrain such as the Great Rift Valley area, which is where we're actually in. And that's the longest valley in the world to date.
So today we decided to go hiking, and we drove about 2 hours. Yeah,
How much is it?
I I had a drone before, $500.
I think we should try and get a drone because
Yeah.
right now ata no yona nä tångioire hau ngwä kana nä tondå he kä higo tangä
So this area, it's very vast, very big, subject to a lot of erosion, but it's a very scenic route, a very good area to go hiking. And if you can see to the left of us, it's very green. It's a very green area. I wish I had a drone. I would show you guys it a little bit more better, but wow, look at the area. It's very, very beautiful. We even have some cows grazing behind us. What's the name of this place?
Morangaro.
Morangaro.
In
Today we're in Morangaro.
Morangaro in
Who? Me? I have land here. Apparently I have land in this area. So we're going to see what land I did buy. Me or my grandfather? Oh. He left for you guys or for the cousins?
Honestly, this was the newest Toyota Land Cruiser for Kenya. It was remarkable. Guys, if you're doing a safari, I hope they have this new truck. It is turbocharged, diesel, 2 tanks, costs almost, I don't even know how much, and this was brand new, 2026 or 2025. It's very quick. It's a very quick truck. This was the first trip we had with it as a family, and we all loved it. Huge upgrade from the last edition and the edition prior to that, huge difference. Huge. Very. Okay, so we're on the road. The road was awesome. Like, don't get me wrong, this road was tarmacked, but it wasn't, like oddly tarmacked. We had a guy in the car that directed us to this road. I watched us pass the road. He wasn't too sure that he was gonna take this road. I didn't say anything as a co-driver. I just kind of sat there because I didn't know where we were going. Look at the cows, guys. Little do they know they're about to be taken to the slaughterhouse in Nyeri a few days from then. Anyways, let's keep going. We dropped off the guy. I don't know, he's walking to catch a matatu or something. This is a rural area. And we kept driving to that location of where the land is. There's also a school in that area. So there's many things going on in just that area. So yeah, you can see cars are moving over. Imagine just have a big Land Cruiser with a turbocharger 2026 barreling down the road. Like it's no match for these small bikes, these small sedans, these small bicycles. And by the way, one thing in Africa is people would find a way to carry anything on a bicycle or a motorbike. They will even carry a couch. They will carry your entire studio apartment on a motorcycle. Anyways, these are the areas with the tea farms that commit to and contribute to Kenya's GDP growth. The coffee farms are closer to Nairobi, but the tea farms are located in these rural areas near the equator because it doesn't rain too much and it doesn't torrentially rain. These people make money, they contribute. There's so many things that Kenyans did in the 90s that were shut down because of corruption and greed that made us such a fast growing GDP country that now we're taking desperate measures to change those things, which include limiting tourists coming into the country, which is sad, but it has to be done. This is us at the village party, and if we look here, you can see that we're eating. You know, I only eat the street food that they make on the streets with my family because I don't really like that personally. It has to do with my stomach. I might have a tough stomach, but you can't eat everything that you see. Okay. We stopped at Del Monte Farms. Del Monte Farms has the best juice, best sweetest pineapples. Oh my goodness, I can't stress this. It's so good. It's very, very sweet, very sweet. And that's our Land Cruiser that we took. So you can see here we had ugali, kachumbari, nyama choma, sukuma wiki. We had mutura being cut over there. I can see it in the back. And we even had soda too as well. We just had a rider pick it up for us from Mama Mboga. Now everything here came from Mama Mboga. The goat we killed ourselves. And Mama Mboga, Mama Mboga has the freshest stuff. The greens were just picked from the field a few hours before that, and we're eating it now for dinner. So I made sure to record everything, even the drinks that my uncle has. Now Martell is a very popular whiskey that is drank by old men, and that's what's there to drink. It's what they have to offer. If you know, you know. But this is the property that we're situated on, which is about, I think, 3.5 acres, maybe 4. Not entirely sure, but the property, it's awesome. We had a great time. They made fries for me, potatoes. You got to eat your potatoes if you want to be big and strong like me. Just potatoes and steak, that's really all you need. You don't listen to these other gurus on YouTube. You don't need any of these other stuff, trust me. If you want to get abs, six-pack, listen to me. Trust me. All you need is potatoes. You don't need anything else. You can even leave your greens out for the weekend only. Trust me. If you're not smoking or drinking, doing any of those things, you definitely don't need potatoes. You definitely need potatoes, and you don't need to eat greens every single day. Greens will, trust me, they'll kill your gains. They will kill your gains. Now, German vehicles are very strong. This is my uncle's. I think it's just a E-Class. Yeah, E-Class. Beautiful, powerful vehicle. Genuinely loved it. And this is the property we're on. Yeah. Here's Mark. He's going to keep talking about the property. It's his. So he might know a little bit more than I do.
How did you even end up in Nyeri?
Oh, us?
Yeah.
I don't even think we weren't supposed to go there.
I know, right?
We're not supposed to.
And how did you even end up there?
The shrine is back. We've been duped.
You told me that and I was like, wait, what? Are you really? I said that I couldn't believe it.
I thought they were joking.
Yeah.
About us passing through there because they said that at like 3.
Yeah.
Like, we still have time to make it back.
Ah, okay.
Like, no, we want to pass through here. I'm like,
It's a very scenic road. So this right here is the house that I built. As you can see how she looks like, but so this is just the front part of the compound. I know it's quite shit. The back side here, Bruce is the dogs. The dogs are somewhere here, the kennel here. But yeah, this is how she looks like. It's a big shamba, goes all the way down. It's like 3 acres, but this is front part of the house. So yeah, this is the one bedroom that I built. And I lost custody of it. It's like you're losing children custody through like a divorce court or something like that. But yeah, so
is the one who was driving us, and this is the house that he built. Him and his son, they built this house brick by brick, and this is the baseline of Mount Kenya. This is the morning of the village party when we're going to his house, and he was driving us there. Mark couldn't join us for this trip, unfortunately, but we did other road trips together throughout this video. You're gonna even see us the end of this video just driving back from one of our cousins' house on the other side of the small county of Nairobi. Anyways, as we're driving back, this is where we spent our night, and it was called Honi Resort. It was actually in one of the areas, I believe called Nanyuki, that's near the equator, still near Mount Kenya, obviously. And in these areas, we can see that there were a lot of ranchers. We call these guys cowboys, Texas cowboys, because of what they came to do, what they wanted. Expatriates came to live in these areas just because they could buy land and have, you know, big ranches and stuff like that. Actually, near us is a popular resort that people go there, country club. It's very popular. People will stop there often coming back from Masai Mara and take these inside routes to go home and go to that country club. Very popular. You can see there's also another company that was there. We saw that guy on the road, and this was also the night before. We couldn't drive home at night because of the rain, because it had started raining and it was late. After we took this, we stopped for dinner at one of our friends, and he served us dinner on his 8-acre plot in Laikipia, where we had a very beautiful dinner at night. Very beautiful. It's a ranch. He has goats. He has a farm. It's all built by him. He didn't hire anybody. He put up the fences together, and everybody in that area are Masais. The Masais that often left Masai Mara, they live there and own land in that area. There's also a military base near that area where we'll be housing the treated up American people for COVID-19. Also, that is just another story that the Kenyan government just did recently. Anyways, moving on, we ended up driving back home. These roads are beautiful. Kenya is geographically one of the best situated countries. All of these hills, everything that we can see throughout this video, it's really just us highlighting what the country brings. We export tea, we export coffee, kahawa, and those are our main sources of GDP. We're a tourist nation. Even though things change so quickly, we're so open to hosting immigrants, but things do change fairly fast in this country. That's how, you know, diplomats move to keep their income. And as we can see throughout all of this, this is just ways to highlight more of our country, the GDP, and the greenery that we have. So land in this area is often owned by families for generations and generations. This is us leaving that area, heading in towards Nyeri town. As we can see, this area, it's very situated on an area where it's above a higher elevation than Nairobi. You can already tell the cars here, there are no billboards. It's a completely different life compared to Westlands or Karen or even Mombasa. It's a completely different life, completely different. And yeah, we kept driving, and I'm not playing the audio from the actual video, but there was a noise in the background where every time we hit 80 kph, you'd hear teets. It's basically just telling you you're hitting 80 kilometers per hour. You gotta slow down. You gotta get under that. 79 is fine. But the second you hit 80, it's gonna start beeping, and it interrupts everybody's conversation. We made it back to my grandmother's. This is actually a truck that decided to block the entire road, where we were just like, yeah, this is insane. This shouldn't be happening. Yeah. And my cousin was just talking about it with everybody, with you guys, and he was just like, we never had a gate either, and this guy just tore up the road. This is why we need the new van, because we'll just be able to pass through. You know, it has a turbo and everything, and it's a 2026 edition. You just fast through it. So we purchased some gumboots, luckily, so we were prepared for this situation. We knew this little car is not gonna make it through, so we prepared for this exact situation when we left the night before. And we knew it also rained too as well on our way there that same like hours before. So we prepared for all of this to happen. This is the rainy season. This is April. We're talking about the peak of the rainy season. You know, it's just getting started. It's torrential downpours. It hasn't rained for months in some of these areas in Kenya. This is what you expect. It's what you expect to see. So you have to dress for the weather. You're not dressing with nice clothes. You're dressing for the weather. You can see I'm in gumboots, black. I'm dressed in all black because every morning it's cold. I'm walking through mud. You know, you can fall down. You don't want to have to clean everything. But right now, that whole area is entirely different. It's entirely different. That road is now tarmacked. This was 3 months ago. Actually, less than that. This was less than 3 months ago. 2 months ago. This was 2 months ago. And now that whole road is tarmacked. This is my grandfather and grandmother's house. At the time, she was still with us. She passed away, unfortunately. And this is 50 acres of our plot, which extends for the whole family and generations that we were going to have. He planned for big families, our grandfather. And all of these trees, you can see it extends. It keeps going down further and further. This extends back out into the road. It's all a part of our land and our heritage as a family. Now, one thing that I saw here were the goats, you know, roaming. This is very normal. I played football in the yard, and I made sure not to step on any cow dung, because then it will make my boots impossible to clean after. But I had fun. This trip was very eye-opening. It's a very good trip that I took. I will not take it for granted. Saw my family. Will never take it for granted.
10,000 meters. Ulikuwa huko uwanja mara ngapi? You can do things you. Kuna Wakenya wale ushomeenda kukimbia. Alafu unajua ile malap za mwisho wanaenda kama kimboge, alafu kila mtu anaenda kufungua TV yake. Kuna wase walizungukwa mara 3. Azini Wakenya wanamaliza, wewe unaambiwa buda ubakisha zingine 2.
Simalizi.
Unlesikia upeana site,
wewe upeana site.
Yote ni ya ku differentiate. Ule mwenye ataenda ni sawa, lakini ukianza msiachane. Mnaendelea pamoja. Ukijua hiyo mtashinda la Ethiopia. Msiko na hiyo gap ati Ethiopia amechukua sijui watu.
Unajua pia hiyo casing when is pia in resistance. Ni kama swimming caution, someone is in front of you itakuwa easier for you. Much faster. So you can live in resistance. Hadi anini ile nini Kipchoge ile 159, if you look at hadi
alikuwa na nini
very intentional genuine resistance.
Walikuwa na nini
very intentional genuine resistance.
Kumbe inasaidianga
kabisa.
Kama sasa tunajidanganya tayari. Unashindana na upepo.
Exactly. Hata if you look at
pale makeresha.
Exactly. Ukiona the guys who do triathlons, wakiwa kwa ocean, hakuna wenye wanaongozanga, they always in the second or third row. Unaenda tuna point yao wengine tu. It's easier for you.
Msiwani nayo nayo wewe ni kama
Triathlon ni anaenda kuchizi.
You're a pro athlete.
By the way,
Pro.
Na niliona nani anakonga do kaitanga Nanjero Malinjero. Ule mwenye alikuwa manager wa Sauti Sol.
Oh, that guy, yeah, you know, he's into them.
Like he does them.
And then who does Ironmans?
Crazy.
That's some next level stuff. Like we need to be there mentally imejikonka. Because the other part kwa mental, hata si physical.
yes. Kwanza I think kwa tu athlete the hardest part in a mental.
Mimi Mwanyara alinishangaza ati huu msee ni wa 100 meters peke yake. Unajua watu wengi wa 100 wanakuwa na compete hadi 200. Mwanyara anakuwa watu wa so peke yake.
Focus hapo.
Kwa hiyo Usain Bolt alikuwa wa so na so big.
Sasa nani fanya different races, Kipchoge, Faith.
Hiyo madam Faith.
Yofanya
several, lakini vile amevunja marekodi. Anakuja na anavunja ile ilikuwa ana set yake na anaivunja.
Okay, so what I meant by that is, look at this. If you ever see these type of clouds, just know it's gonna rain. Don't even stress. Like, it's about to rain, and it's gonna rain very, very hard. It's gonna make it difficult to navigate through small towns, and that's exactly what happened to us. Luckily, we didn't get stuck in traffic or anything. That's the side that's raining. That's what we drove into. This is the end of the vlog. I don't recommend ever driving in rain, because if you ever see these type of clouds, just stay out. But guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. That's the end of my Kenya 2026 vlog, and make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. Peace.